Am I the only one genuinely concerned about their Bermuda Triangle? Like, why are we not solving this problem? You mean to tell me boats and airplanes directly avoid this area, but that's it? That's the end of that? There's no investigation on why? Alright, today's video is going to be so fun, and it's all thanks to Sierra. Thank you so much for this video idea, which, by the way, if you have any video ideas that you would like to see from me, use the comment section below and let me know, you know, whether it's a specific Dollar Tree theme. I actually used to do color themes. I should probably bring that back because I haven't done red quite yet. There's obviously a bunch of colors I haven't done yet, but yeah, so if you just need a specific color, I've done a bunch and I'll tag them down below in the description box. She asked me if I could do a Dollar Tree haul of everything with a farmhouse feel to it, just everything that could be, you know, interpreted into farmhouse. And I was just like, duh, yes, of course. Why didn't I think of that? So that's what we're gonna do today. Now, I feel like there is obviously a general idea of farmhouse, but I also feel like I have maybe different interpretation of some of those items. So let me just show you what I found. Some of this I already have because I knew there were some really great things, and I thought it would just be great to kind of, you know, put it all into one video for you guys. And I can definitely do this again. There's a lot of other stuff that I can show you that tags itself along with farmhouse. So, but again, if you have any video ideas, and maybe not even just Dollar Tree related, just anything in general that you would be interested to see, comment them down below. I think it would also be fun to just kind of read through some of your ideas. So let's go ahead and get started. So the first thing that I want to show you is the plates and a bowl and a cup. Now, white is just going to be blinding. Give it a second to... There we go. The dots definitely reminds me of Pottery Barn. I think this is definitely a dupe to that, and this is by far the best plate collection, and I need to go back and stock up. I want to get 8 of each. Of all the dinnerware selection at Dollar Tree, this one screams farmhouse to me the most. It's very simple, but it has that really beautiful, you know, trim of the dots. And this is the way to go. And honestly, I don't know why this isn't talked about more often, and maybe it is. The next thing are a couple of things that I showed recently in a haul, but does it get more farmhouse than this windmill? I realize I said meal. Sometimes weird words just come out when I'm talking in a video. I don't know why that is. Something about just the pressure of being on camera and like getting the words out for me, but windmill. And it just has that galvanized look to it, plus it's a windmill, you know, very country-esque. Also, I think of, when I think of farmhouse, I think of country as well, but then there's also primitive country, which is a different style of decorating, but I still consider country part of farmhouse, and this speaks country to me. So love that. This was also in 2 videos, in its original haul, and then in my February favorites, I believe. Chalkboards, anything with like that chalk signs and all of those things, chalkboards, it speaks farmhouse to me. I mean, if I were to decorate in like a very modern, non-farmhouse modern way, I wouldn't use a chalkboard. So to me, it's a farmhouse thing. These are very specific. A year of firsts, so maybe for a marriage or for a baby, and then our love story. Topics don't vibe with what you're trying to do, you can always repaint with chalk paint over this that you can get at Walmart, and then do your own stuff and make your own like command center. Basic clipboard. Dollar Tree has a lot of clipboards with a lot of patterns and stuff, but this one with the brown, it's farmhouse to me, just that brown paper bag look. You could also use these to, you know, do a command center at home. Maybe everyone in the family gets a clipboard if you have multiple children. Everyone like do their chores or like, you know, appointments or practices and sports or like whatever, I would use this style of a clipboard rather than something with a print. Here's another thing, some large black block numbers and letters. Obviously this one's just a numbers one, but very Farmhouse. You could label jars and just put these on, you know, little drawer systems. Seeing that, have you ever seen Decor where it has like 1, 2, 3, 4 and like a little drawer system? Has that almost mailbox quality to it. I think that's Farmhouse as well. And black is also a very good color for Farmhouse, especially on the modern twist. Here's another chalkboard sign, very small. As you can see, it's actually flipped both ways. You could, you know, double up and make multiples of these and decorate it, put like a little mini wreath as well. You don't even have to like write anything in it. Just that black texture of the chalk look with some greenery attached to it could be a very cute DIY. You could do a little mini wreath, maybe something with moss or whatever, and then even put it like on a little picture stand. This one also I already own. It is a cutting board, but does it get any more Farmhouse than this? You've got the rooster and the barn. It even has the weather vane there, and I just love the colors. It's very vibrant and would look great in the kitchen. Let's get into some glass jars. I found these two, which by the way, new item alert. I've never seen Dollar Tree do a vase with this bubble-like texture. I just think any type of jar has that country feel to it. I think that if you were to put the right kind of floral in here, it could really elevate a Farmhouse look. I wouldn't necessarily use roses, for example, to translate Farmhouse. I would do something more along the lines of like these. So I've got, what are these called? I know, see, whatever I film, I just draw blanks even though I know, but lavender. I think these have that wildflower look, like that's like off of a highway or something. At least in Texas, that's what I'm used to seeing. This gives me that Farmhouse feel, whereas roses don't communicate the same thing to me. So I would do something that has that wild factor to it, and then these as well, these cattails and these really beautiful spring colors. Do the floral just right, you could really communicate a Farmhouse feel. Then there's jars like these. These are like I think of just old school milk jars, but probably not, or soda jars. But anything that has that old school feel to, also in my mind for whatever reason, screams Farmhouse to me. I don't know, does that make sense? And I just think that this is really beautiful. You could do multiples of these, and you could store milk and orange juice and lemonade, put them in your fridge, and they're gonna look beautiful in there. The next things are these baskets. I was looking at a bunch of colors when I was shopping specifically for this video in mind, and when I saw these baskets, I thought, I definitely feel like they're Farmhouse. I love that you can do so many different organizational things, whether it's in your she shed or your craft room or your kitchen or a closet or a bathroom drawer. Gray was the right color for this video because right now it's very trendy to be very neutral with the new modern Farmhouse twist. Next up, let's get into some Easter decor. Pretty random, but I wanted to show you guys these two different Easter eggs. Farmhouse to me, something about, and even like the packaging, just looks like you went into the country and picked yourself up some Easter eggs. You have this little straw element to it, and then just the egg carrier there, just right? I mean, what else am I supposed to say about that? And then you've got these chalk, they're Easter eggs, but they're chalk. So you can actually, you know, take them outside, right on the sidewalk. But they just have that Farmhouse look for me because it's chalk, and I translate that into Farmhouse. So there's that. Let's get into a candle. I picked up this maple glazed apple trees, apple orchards. To me, my mind goes Farmhouse. I don't know. And definitely has that country smell to it. I wish you could just, can you smell that? I wish you could smell this one. It's new. I've never hauled this one before. I can't say enough good things about the Dollar Tree candles. Okay, let's get into some ribbons. There's so many different ribbons at Dollar Tree. I focused on these two because they had that look for me that was going to translate well into this video. It's burlap. I love the green. Green because I go back to that country factor, and then you think of grass and trees, and you know, I'm just trying to explain like how my mind just sees things. And then, I mean, just a good old burlap. You know? And then look at these little planters. Ta-da! Which, by the way, new item alert. Never hauled this before, not in the way that they packaged it. You get 3 in here, and I picked the dark green, this light beige, and then this like terracotta-y look. Am I saying that right? Probably not. And I just get Farmhouse with these little planterns. I really do. This next item, I don't know. Let me know how you feel about this. But when I was going through the store and it really, thanks to Sierra, you know, I never really walked into Dollar Tree thinking, let me just look at everything that I've already seen before and see, does it translate Farmhouse to me or not? So when I was going down the cleaning aisle, these items stuck out to me for some reason. They are the copper scours, and you see copper and silver. Now, I picked these up for this video because I thought, what if, you know, you threw these like kind of into a jar and put them on your countertops? Would it have that Farmhouse look? And for some reason, I really thought that it did, just because it just has that, I don't know, it just has that look. I would probably pick one color over the other, but let me know, do you agree that this has that look? The next thing is Jute Twine. Pretty self-explanatory, at least for me it is. I use this stuff in so many DIYs. It also comes in a green color. I'm not sure if they've ever sold it in any other colors, but this is just perfect. I've used this, like, I actually just did a video of my entryway, which I'll link it down below, where I talked about a previous DIY where I took Dollar Tree books and I got rid of the covers and it just looks really raw. And I used twine to kind of wrap around the books, and it really gives it that country farmhouse look. The next thing are these white string tags. I definitely think Farmhouse, you could organize a lot of things with these, you know, jars, and then you could label it with a black Sharpie or even like text or number. That would give it that farmhouse look. So if you need to do some organization and you need Farmhouse in your life, I think these little jar tags would be beautiful. And the last couple of things are some notepads. You know, just your farmer's market, anything with a fruit basket, veggies, and it even says farmer's market. The word farmer's market is Farmhouse because it says farm. Wow. Because y'all didn't know that, right? And then this one says farm to table, and here's that black. I mean, black is really used to push that farmhouse look. Gives it that chalkboard again, and then you get the rooster. So there's that. And then the last couple of things are these labels. A really great way, again, to just label things, little drawers or baskets, storage containers, jars. I absolutely love this video idea. Thank you, Sierra, again for this idea. So all the credit goes to you, girl. And if you have any other video ideas for me, please leave them down below. Sometimes, you know, as the creator of this channel, sometimes at least for me, I get stumped a little, you know, and I'm always trying to think of creative different things to share with you guys. And sometimes you get burnt out and you get stuck in your own mind. So it's nice to jump out of my skin and see things through your eyes. So any suggestions down below, I will be so thankful for them. So hope you guys enjoy this video. I love it. I definitely want to do a part 2, so stay tuned for that. And let me know which farmhouse item out of here was also your favorite. And I'll see you guys later. Bye.